Tonight, residents in East Palestine, Ohio, will be scrambling to weigh their legal options before a crucial deadline in the toxic train derailment settlement. Now, residents have until July 1st to decide whether they stay in or opt out of the $600 million settlement, which would provide compensation for the train derailment that spewed tons of toxic chemicals into the air and the ground, displacing thousands back in February of last year. $600 million sounds like a big sticker price, but many residents are worried it was rushed through. And after legal fees and other considerations, the payouts will not be enough to help them recover. This all coming as Ohio Senators Sherrod Brown and J.D. Vance call for reforms after an NTSB report said that the crash could have been avoided. NewsNation's Rich McHugh will be watching tonight's meeting closely and joins us live now. Rich?
Hi, Natasha. So 2 days after the NTSB accused Norfolk Southern of bullying, threatening them, trying to change their findings of the investigation, there is renewed urgency among residents to try and stop, at least change this settlement that was approved, preliminarily approved in May. It was the $600 million settlement that was approved. It's been over a year since the burning of all that vinyl chloride, but the clock is ticking. They have until July 1st to either opt out or get enough people to convince the judge not to approve it or at least change it. They've been meeting on Zoom every night to strategize. They met last night. I was on the call. Residents say their attorneys don't care about East Palestine or them, are just in it for the money, trying to rush this through for their cut, which could be a whopping $180 million in this case, which would leave at most $70,000 per family within a mile of the derailment and burn.
This class action, I would like to see it stomped down. The attorneys work for their clients, and they're not listening to their clients. This should not have been settled so soon. Things need to come out, testing needs done, and the town needs cleaned up if it's cleanable.
Now, the lead attorneys in this class action have even hired a PR firm calling their efforts, this group's efforts, misinformation and against the interests of the residents of East Palestine. The residents are also frustrated that the EPA, in the fine print of this agreement, is released from any future claims. Quote, it states, quote, government agencies, entities, and authorities, whether federal, state, county, or local, their employees, officers, agents, members, and volunteers are among the released parties. Natasha?
And Rich, there are naturally a lot of health concerns as well when it comes to the sheer amount of toxic waste that was spilled there. What are residents saying about that?
You know, Natasha, that is their primary concern. They say they still don't have medical care. They still don't have doctors that they can go to. The doctors that they do go to don't have any sort of treatments for them. They don't know what's going on. But this is their primary concern about, one of the primary concerns about this settlement. They say that there's no provision whatsoever in this paperwork. I think we have a soundbite from resident Jamie Wallace talking exactly about this.
One of our biggest concerns has always been human health. And, you know, this does not even provide any type of health fund for us as residents. So what I'd really like to see is them to change the terms of this agreement so that it actually meets the short-term and long-term needs of the residents. We're going to keep fighting until we're made whole and until we can ensure the financial safety of our children in the future. You know, God forbid I pass away early of cancer. Is my daughter going to get stuck with all my bills? What if she gets cancer and I'm gone and I can't help her?
Now, Natasha, they're again meeting tonight on Zoom. It's dozens and dozens of residents. They're trying to get hundreds of residents to at least persuade this judge to either stop it or at least let them alter it. Natasha?
Okay, Rich McHugh with that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.